Some vehicles are created to perform a task. Others are built to represent success. But the machine you're about to see exists somewhere in between. It's designed for people who don't need to prove their wealth with loud styling or oversized chrome. Instead, it reflects a quieter idea of luxury. One where capability, elegance, and exclusivity come together in a way very few vehicles manage to achieve. In this video, you're going to see exactly how Lincoln approached the idea of building a luxury pickup that feels closer to a premium SUV than a traditional truck. We'll look at the real design philosophy behind transforming Navigator refinement into a pickup format. We'll also explore the advanced technology that sets this vehicle apart from other American luxury trucks. We'll examine the ownership costs that separate it from both high-end pickups and luxury SUVs. And most importantly, whether this is actually a vehicle worth considering for buyers who expect more than just power or towing numbers. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you never miss more informative automotive reviews. Right now, the American luxury pickup market is more competitive than it has ever been. Several major manufacturers are competing to attract buyers who want the utility of a truck without giving up prestige. Cadillac, for example, is developing the Escalade 1000 pickup, a vehicle designed for executives who want a strong visual statement. Ram has taken a slightly different direction with the 1500 Limited, loading the truck with high-end materials and advanced tech. Ford continues to target affluent buyers with the F-150 Limited, combining traditional truck capability with premium appointments. GMC's Denali Ultimate represents another important entry, blending towing capability with sophisticated design. But Lincoln approached this market from a completely different angle. Instead of competing to build the most aggressive truck, Lincoln focused on something much more subtle. The company wanted to bring the same quiet refinement and calm elegance found in the Navigator SUV into the pickup segment. And that idea changes everything. In certain parts of the United States, places like California's coastal communities or resort areas around Scottsdale, a pickup truck isn't always about projecting power or ruggedness. For many buyers in those environments, the vehicle they drive needs to balance capability with understated sophistication. They still need something capable of towing a yacht tender, an equestrian trailer, or recreational equipment. But they also want a vehicle that can pull up to a country club with absolute class, a tri-club, a marina, or a luxury hotel without looking like it just left a construction site. That's exactly the kind of customer Lincoln had in mind when developing the Navigator pickup. These buyers aren't interested in maximum payload ratings or off-road bragging rights. What matters to them is arriving in the right way. They want the quiet confidence of Navigator luxury combined with the practical advantages of a pickup bed. And when you see the truck in person, that philosophy becomes immediately clear. I'm walking around the Navigator pickup right now, and the first thing that stands out is restraint. This isn't a truck trying to look aggressive or intimidating. Instead, it feels like a Lincoln luxury vehicle that simply happens to include a cargo bed. The overall proportions are substantial. The color shown here is Lincoln's high-gloss obsidian black. Unlike matte coatings, this finish has a deep reflective quality. It's created through a 7-layer paint application process. It reflects Lincoln's focus on premium automotive craftsmanship. At the front, the design clearly draws inspiration from the Navigator SUV. The signature Lincoln grille dominates the face. Horizontal LED lighting bars extend outward from the grille, forming Lincoln's distinctive lighting signature, one that can be recognized from a quarter-mile away. The headlights themselves use adaptive LED technology, providing both improved nighttime visibility and a refined visual presence. But unlike performance-oriented trucks, the Navigator pickup's lighting design focuses on elegance rather than drama. Even the front bumper reflects this philosophy, finished in body-colored obsidian black with subtle chrome accents. Every element here communicates the same idea. This truck isn't trying to dominate the road. It's designed to arrive with quiet confidence. When you reach the rear of the truck, the design continues the same restrained philosophy seen throughout the vehicle. A full-width LED light bar spans the tailgate, integrating subtle Lincoln script illumination across the center. Below that, a chrome-accented rear bumper houses integrated dual exhaust outlets, while the Navigator pickup badge appears in a polished chrome finish that avoids unnecessary flash. Nothing about the rear design feels loud or aggressive. Instead, the vehicle communicates prestige through balance and proportion. This truck doesn't try to announce itself through sheer presence. it introduces itself through elegance. Beneath the body panels, the Navigator Pickup uses a body-on-frame construction derived from the Ford F-150 platform. However, Lincoln engineers made extensive modifications to transform the driving experience into something much closer to the Navigator SUV. Additional sound-deadening materials have been installed throughout the structure. The doors use triple sealing layers, and the windows feature laminated acoustic glass designed to block wind and road noise. Even the suspension geometry has been recalibrated to deliver Lincoln's signature ride quality. The goal wasn't to create a truck that feels rugged or stiff. Instead, the objective was to produce a pickup that isolates passengers from the outside world with the same calm refinement found in a full-size luxury SUV. And once you step inside the cabin, that intention becomes unmistakably clear. The first impression is that this interior does not feel like a traditional truck cabin that simply received leather upgrades. Instead, it feels almost identical to stepping into a Lincoln Navigator command center, an environment designed around comfort, precision craftsmanship, and quiet sophistication. The materials immediately communicate that difference. The seats are upholstered in bridge of wear leather, a premium material sourced from carefully selected Scottish hides. This leather is widely known in the luxury automotive world for its softness, durability, and natural finish. Lincoln pairs the deep obsidian leather with contrast stitching in a rich cognac tone, creating a subtle but elegant visual contrast that adds depth to the interior design. Both front seats are fully equipped with heating, ventilation, and multi-mode massage functionality. They also feature an impressive 30-way power adjustment system. This allows drivers and passengers to fine-tune their seating position with incredible precision, ensuring comfort even during long highway journeys. Lincoln refers to this configuration as perfect position seating, and the system includes memory settings for 3 different drivers. With the press of a button, the seat, steering column, and mirror positions automatically adjust to the stored preferences. Moving to the second row, the experience remains just as refined. Instead of a traditional bench seat often found in pickups, the Navigator Pickup offers 2 individual captain's chairs. These seats include power recline adjustments, climate control functionality, and wireless charging pads for personal devices. The intention is clear. Rear passengers are not simply along for the ride, they are meant to experience the same level of luxury as those in the front. The centerpiece is a massive 48-inch panoramic display, integrating the cluster, a 24-inch central hub, and a passenger screen. Despite the tech, Lincoln kept tactile controls. Knurled aluminum knobs and physical switches value quality over minimalist trends. The cabin is an acoustic sanctuary, rivaling the Maybach for silence. You don't hear the road, you hear only what you choose. Audio is equally impressive, featuring a 28-speaker Revel Ultima 3D system for a deeply immersive listening experience. Practicality remains seamless, from the refrigerated center console to wireless charging throughout the refined cabin. This is a vehicle built for those who expect both ultimate luxury and the performance required from a full-size American truck. The Navigator Pickup, where uncompromising refinement meets legendary capability. Under the hood sits a twin-turbocharged 3.5-liter V6 engine producing 440 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. The engine is paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission, tuned specifically for smooth, seamless gear changes. Acceleration from 0 to 60 takes approximately 5.4 seconds, a figure that emphasizes control over raw aggression. Everything about the driving experience is designed to feel effortless, quiet, and refined. When the accelerator is pressed, response is immediate but never abrupt, building power confidently without noise. The 10-speed transmission ensures shifts are barely noticeable, contributing to the truck's calm and steady personality. Delivering an estimated 18 miles per gallon combined, it remains competitive and efficient within the luxury segment. The Navigator Pickup isn't just a truck, it's a masterclass in smooth power delivery and long-distance comfort. Beyond straight-line performance, the Navigator Pickup's intelligent 4-wheel drive system plays a major role in delivering confidence across different driving conditions. The system automatically distributes torque between the front and rear wheels depending on road conditions and driver input. Several selectable drive modes allow the truck to adapt its behavior for specific situations. Normal mode is designed for everyday driving, prioritizing comfort and smoothness. Sport mode sharpens throttle response slightly while maintaining Lincoln's signature refinement. Tow mode adjusts transmission behavior and engine output to handle trailers more effectively. Off-road mode improves traction and suspension response when traveling over uneven terrain. There is also a deep sand and snow mode that helps maintain stability when driving through loose or slippery surfaces. However, even with these capabilities, Lincoln clearly designed the system to prioritize stability and comfort rather than extreme off-road performance. The suspension system reinforces that philosophy. The Navigator Pickup uses an adaptive air ride suspension combined with continuously controlled damping technology. This system constantly monitors road conditions and adjusts the suspension response in real time. As a result, the truck remains composed even when driving over rough pavement or highway expansion joints. Another advantage of the air suspension system is adjustable ride height. In normal driving mode, the truck maintains a ground clearance of about 8.9 inches. When off-road mode is selected, the system can raise the vehicle to approximately 10.7 inches, improving clearance for uneven terrain. At highway speeds, the suspension automatically lowers slightly to reduce aerodynamic drag and improve efficiency. And when the truck is parked, the system can drop the body by roughly 2 inches. To make entering the cabin or accessing the cargo bed easier, these small adjustments contribute significantly to everyday usability. The result is a pickup that behaves very differently from traditional trucks. Instead of feeling stiff or rugged, the Navigator Pickup glides over the road with the kind of smoothness normally associated with luxury SUVs. But performance and comfort are only part of the story. The other factor that matters to buyers in this category is value. Because when someone is considering a vehicle that approaches or exceeds six-figure pricing, comparisons with other luxury trucks become unavoidable. One of the most relevant comparisons is Cadillac's upcoming Escalade 1000 pickup. The Escalade version is expected to start at around $110,000. Lincoln's Navigator Pickup is projected to begin at approximately $98,000. That difference of about $12,000 raises an important question. What exactly do buyers gain or give up by choosing the Navigator instead? The answer largely comes down to philosophy. The Cadillac Escalade emphasizes bold styling and a strong visual presence. It is designed to make a statement the moment it arrives. Lincoln's approach is noticeably different, focusing on restraint, comfort, and quiet refinement. It delivers a smoother ride and one of the quietest cabins in the entire luxury truck segment. In simple terms, the Escalade makes a statement. The Navigator makes an entrance. When fully equipped, the price climbs to $125,000. Lincoln supports this with concierge-style service programs like pickup and delivery. The typical buyer isn't focused on minimizing costs. They are interested in the complete ownership experience. They want a vehicle that offers capability without sacrificing refinement. The Navigator Pickup delivers exactly that. They want a truck that can tow a boat to the marina in the morning and arrive at a luxury hotel or private club later in the evening without feeling out of place. And that is exactly the space the Navigator Pickup was designed to occupy. It represents a very specific vision of what a luxury truck should be. Not louder, not more aggressive, and not built purely to dominate specifications charts, but carefully engineered to blend capability with the quiet confidence that has long defined Lincoln's flagship vehicles. For many buyers, this balance is what makes the Navigator Pickup unique. Traditional trucks often emphasize strength, rugged styling, and work-focused performance. Luxury SUVs, on the other hand, prioritize comfort, technology, and passenger refinement. The Navigator Pickup sits directly between those two worlds. It offers the towing ability and cargo flexibility expected from a full-size truck, while delivering the calm, insulated driving experience normally reserved for premium luxury SUVs. This combination is exactly what appeals to the type of owner Lincoln had in mind during development. These are buyers who may live in coastal communities, resort destinations, or luxury urban districts. They might spend weekends towing boats, transporting recreational equipment, or visiting equestrian facilities, but they also want a vehicle that fits naturally into high-end environments. For them, appearance matters, but not in an obvious way. The goal isn't to attract attention through excessive chrome or aggressive styling. Instead, it's about arriving with understated confidence. That philosophy is visible throughout the entire vehicle. From the restrained exterior design and high-quality paint finish to the quiet cabin and carefully tuned suspension, every detail reflects Lincoln's commitment to refinement. So the real question isn't whether the Navigator Pickup can compete with other luxury trucks in terms of raw numbers. The real question is whether you prefer a truck that announces itself loudly, or one that simply arrives with elegance. Because in the world of true luxury, sometimes the most powerful statement is the one that doesn't need to be shouted.